नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनेति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So welcome back devotees to the new lecture. 21st verse we'll be discussing on. So the last 20 verses we have discussed, it is available on the previous playlist. You can check it out too. But if you have arrived on this video, please I request you to continue this video. So the time is right now being 12 बज एक सेकेंड कितना बज रहा है अभी 10:44 मतलब 12 बजने में और 1 घंटा 15 मिनट बाकी है. सो भले ही बोल सकते हैं कि इट इज़ राइट नाउ वेरी तामसिक इग्नोरेंस के लेवल पर अभी द टाइम इज़ राइट नाउ गोइंग ऑन. इन द मॉर्निंग इट इज़ सतोगुण, इन द लेट मॉर्निंग टू देखा जाए तो मतलब बिकॉज इट इज द साइकिल ऑफ द डेज इज गोइंग इन अ फेज बोला जाए तो एज द टाइम फ्रॉम 3 to 5 or 3 to 6 AM इट इज प्योर गुडनेस, ऑन द मोड ऑफ प्योर गुडनेस वो टाइम होता है. देन 6 to 12 बोला जाए तो कि गुडनेस से लेकर प्योर गुडनेस मीन्स मोड ऑफ सतोगुण. प्योर गुडनेस इज above of these 3 modes. So from 6 to 12 हम बोल सकते हैं 6 to 12 PM it is switching from goodness to mode of passion, and 12 के बाद passion का start हो जाता है. and little by little ऐसे बोल सकते हैं कि it is mode of goodness it is 100 and mode of passion it is 0 on 6 AM. तो ऐसे 6 AM से ना इग्नोरेंस ऐसा मतलब पैशन बढ़ते चला जाता है एंड गुडनेस धीरे धीरे कम आता है. सो लाइक दिस 9 PM ऐसा होगा, फिर 12 PM गुडनेस एंड इन द लेवल ऑफ 0 एंड द पैशन राइजेस टू द 100%. एंड हियर इग्नोरेंस राइज. सो 12 से लेकर शाम के 6 या रात के 12 बजे हम बोल सकते हैं कि इट इज़ लाइक पैशन थोड़ा कम होता जाता है एंड इग्नोरेंस का लेवल बढ़ता जाता है. एंड एट द टाइम ऑफ 9 PM 12 बजे मतलब इट इज़ एट द टाइम ऑफ स्लीप, it is on the time of ignorance. So right now it is, we can say that it is, I am giving this lecture in the time of ignorance. But Srimad Bhagavatam is the Mahapuran, is the incarnation of God only, Krishna. And Krishna, he is in the level of pure Satogun, Shuddha Sattva, which is above the 3 modes of material nature. So while discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, or while talking about Srimad Bhagavatam, talking in Srimad Bhagavatam, anyway, if we discuss Srimad Bhagavatam at any time period, it is only at the pure of in the level of pure goodness, which is Shuddha Sattva, which is above any mode of material qualities. Without wasting any time, we will be jumping to the verse directly. So the verse goes like this. कदाचित् भग्न मानदंस्त्रो दुर्जनदण्ड सुखैर अलब्ध निद्राक्षणो व्यतीत हृदयेनानुक्षीयमान विज्ञानोन्ध कूपे धवत्पतति. So the translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The translation goes like this. In the forest of the material world, Srila Shukdev Goswami says that in the forest of material world, because अभी हम लास्ट 20 वर्सेस से ही चर्चा करते जा रहे हैं कि हाउ इज अ मटेरियल पर्सन कंपेयर्ड to a person going into the forest out of greed to collect some collectibles from the forest and sell it in the city, but how he gets lost in the forest and how he tries to uh, survive in that forest. So yes, the forest of material world, because we patijyas, we forget. So here Shukdev Goswami is again and again tries to derive that this material world is compared to a forest. The conditioned soul is sometimes bitten by envious enemies, which are compared to serpents and other creatures. The, through the tricks of the enemy, the conditioned soul falls from his prestigious position. Yes, हमने बहुत बार ऐसा देखा है. मतलब अभी तो आई एम वेरी मच inexperienced to all of this, but in some type of movies or everything we can say that we have seen that some person plays tricks or कुछ षड्यंत्र रचते कि so that a person from his high position, if particular group of people try to do something कि उसका नाम गिराना है और we have to make him fall down from his position, so they try to gossip about him, false things. So मतलब there are many things that can be done that can be done by the co people बोल सकते हैं for that person who are envying these people, this group of people who are envying him. They try their best so that he can fall down from his high level position, prestigious position, and these people can take over it. So yes, beaten by envious enemies which are compared to serpents and other creatures. Yes, through the tricks of the enemy, षड्यंत्र रचते. Yes, it is common कि इसका नाम बर्बाद करो. Yes, there is a very beautiful example of Srila Haridasa Thakur. उनका तो कोई prestigious, he doesn't even care about anything. He only sees Krishna because he is right now swimming in the Krishna Prema. Haridasa Thakur, he used to do that. So in a village, Srila Haridasa Thakur was chanting 192 rounds, and after that he was also preaching to the people. So the people were very much attached to Srila Haridasa Thakur, or very means they were obeying, or they were very much respectful to Haridasa Thakur. They were following Haridasa Thakur. So due to this, king of that particular place was very much disturbed by this key. I was that person who people admired, but now my position has been stole by that हरिदास ठाकुर, that वो क्या बोल सकते हैं, काफिर. So how is this possible? रामचंद्र खान उसका नाम याद है मुझे. So he sent a prostitute for so that Haridas Thakur can be allured, and he would engage, and I would catch him कि देखो Haridas Thakur, he was engaging with that prostitute. He's a fake person. He's an hypocrite. Don't follow him. तो ऐसा करके उसका नाम भी करना चाहता था वो रामचंद्र खान. So he sent a prostitute, and that prostitute, her name was Hirabai. So at that time, she was the most alluring prostitute of that whole particular area. And Laksha Hira, yes, another name of her was Laksha Hira. So one has to pay 1 lakh diamonds to enjoy with her. So that was her capability. What capability? I don't know. So it is a very big story. बहुत अच्छा movie बनाया है इसके ऊपर. So as she had gone for to at that time Haridasa Thakur was around 22 to 25 years old of that age. So first time when that prostitute said कि एक बार मुझे भी उसका भोग करने दो कि बहुत जवान है, मैंने सुना है करके. So why don't I first enjoy him, and second day I will make him my slave करके हरिदास से उसको हीरादास बना दूंगी करके वो मूवी में ऐसा डायलॉग आया था. सॉरी. So she goes, and Haridas Thakur, as he is only thing to do. He was doing 192 rounds a day. Right now we are struggling with 16 rounds chanting. He was chanting 192 rounds, and that so pure name, pure शुद्ध नाम ले रहे थे वो. Not that कि हमारे जैसे कुछ ना कुछ सोच रहे और नाम भी ले रहे. So yes, he was chanting, and that Hirabai came, and she danced in front of him, or done many acts of बोलते हैं ना allurement के लिए उसको उनको allure करने के लिए. So yes, and she noticed that उसको कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा है. Then she talked कि अरे Haridas Thakur, you are sage, you are here present to fulfill the wish of everyone. My wish is to engage with you. Why don't you fulfill my wish? So Haridas Thakur did said कि I have my pending rounds and I have taken a vow कि जब तक मैं मेरा माला नहीं खत्म करूँगा, I would not engage in any kind of activity. So I will first finish my rounds and then engage and then fulfill all your desires करके. So it was dead of night, and it was in the forest, dead of night, there is no one to see, but still Haridas Thakur is not even allured, even one thing, one moment, 1 second के लिए भी allured नहीं हुए, even 1% भी नहीं, 0.5% भी नहीं. So she stayed. हरिदास ठाकुर ने बोला कि आप बैठो, मैं नाम जप करता हूँ. And yes, he chanted his holy name, and that prostitute, as she sat, and she dozed off and saw कि सुबह हो गई है. मतलब सो गई. So सुबह हो गया 8 बजे, और हरिदास ठाकुर was still chanting his 192 rounds, and she left. Next day she again came. The same thing happened. Haridas Thakur said, you sit here, I will chant, and then I will engage in your desires. So the second day same thing happened. The third day same thing happened, but this time due to continuous association of that pure name Srila Haridas Thakur was taking, that prostitute changed into a devotee. She realized that what have I done karke. So at that time she left all of her sinful activities. She took initiation from Srila Haridas Thakur, took a white sari, and she sat there at the place of Srila Haridas Thakur, and she also started to chant 192 rounds of holy name. And Srila Haridas Thakur went to some another place for another preaching. So yes, that was a very beautiful pastime in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is fully mentioned here. That's why Srila Haridas Thakur is mentioned as Namacharya. He is Namacharya. He is the Acharya of the holy name, Srila Haridas Thakur. So yes, this thing we can say that even for the pure devotees, the people षड्यंत्र रचना चाहते, but pure devotees को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, because the supreme personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, he is there personally protecting his pure devotees. So yes, that's the thing. Being anxious, यहाँ पे we are again starting to take the material person who are going into the material world, forest of material world में stuck है हमारे जैसे लोग. So हमारे जैसे लोग क्या है, being anxious, he cannot even sleep properly. रे. This thing is, I am right now suffering from 4 days. I am not able to get better sleep. Why? Because I am right now in 12th boards, so I am constantly getting that nightmare कि अरे भी एग्जाम है, and I have not studied even one thing. What will I write? If I don't write anything, or if I forget these things, I will not able to join the prestigious university I want to join. So 4 दिन से 5-6 दिन से ऐसे सपने आते जा रहे हैं, and I am not able to sleep at night and not getting enough rest in the morning. So my this thing right now, it is happening with me also. He thus becomes more and more unhappy. Yes, अभी मेरी ही चर्चा हो रही है, लग रहा है, मुझे लग रहा है. So, and he gradually loses his intelligence and consciousness. In that state, he becomes almost perpetually like a blind man who has fallen in a dark well of ignorance. Yes, so this is the thing. There is no purport given by Srila Prabhupada here. So that was it for today. You can take some inspirations from Srila Haridasa Thakur's example. He was very stalwart devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Gaur Ganodesha Deepika, it is mentioned that he was combined incarnation of Brahma and Prahlad Maharaj. So yes, and he was the most dear associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So following on the footsteps of our previous acharyas, we must also please Sri Radha Krishna and fully surrender our lives unto their lotus feet. So like that we will be ending this lecture. Hare Krishna. If there are any queries in your mind, you can also comment in the comment section. So like this we will be ending. हरे कृष्णा। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय। आप सब भक्त वृंद की जय। हरे कृष्णा।